How are you doing?
All right, thank you. How are you?
Absolutely brilliant. Now, Kartik, could you tell us a bit more about Valantic FSA, please?
In a nutshell, we are a German-based product firm focusing on transaction automation, and our sweet spot is about payment processing. I mean, we do quite a bit on payments, and our payment product is scheme agnostic. For those of us in the industry, know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we have another offering called FinCase, which is our case management tool, which is also again scheme agnostic.
Absolutely incredible. Now, let's speaking about agnosticism and the fact that so many different schemes, now being more agile than ever is so important. Could you tell our viewers what your low-code, no-code approach means for some of the institutions that certainly we're seeing here today at Cybos?
Yeah, thanks for asking about that. So to take a step back, two products, our payments processing engine, which is called RTPE,
Yeah.
and FinCase. Both of our products are built off of a toolkit, which is a low-code, no-code toolkit called XGen. So what this means is you can take the components that you need and build whatever interfaces that your particular institution requires to connect to our products.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know it has been said a lot. You don't really need to come to us to do all your customizations. You can pretty much rely on your own technical team to handle that for you.
That's absolutely brilliant. Being able to allow the customer to customize their own solutions means that, well, in this ever-changing industry, all these institutions are going to thrive if they use Valantic FSA's products. Now, with that in mind, we're seeing payments change in huge ways. Volumes are increasing. The amount of data behind every payment is increasing. So with that in mind, how is financial reporting changing, and how can Valantic FSA help some of the institutions here stymie some of the regulatory headaches?
Absolutely. I mean, so you're spot on. The more data that an institution has, the more they have to report on, and those data points are going to be more and more complex.
Yeah.
And what you're going to report, how you're going to report it, is all going to get more and more interesting. So, as I mentioned, with our toolkit, the time to put a new reporting structure in place or a reporting format in place is greatly reduced. And that, I think, is priceless for a financial institution because, the requirements only keep increasing,
Yeah.
and the time to comply only keeps reducing. So you definitely need a toolkit that is going to allow you to comply with these ever so complex requirements.
Yeah. Now, with that in mind, we're here today at Cybos 2023, and we've now gotten to the point where institutions have to be operating at these speeds and, well, in perfectly regulatory compliant ways. Could you tell us about some of the partnerships with maybe some of the institutions that you partner with that you've seen walking around here today at Cybos?
Yeah, we saw a few customers of ours today for sure. Me specifically, I'd come in to sit on this Swift expert case management group,
Yeah.
Along with our customer Commerzbank. So Commerzbank is a FinCase customer, and they use it quite heavily. And we hope to continue this fruitful partnership with them by building more and more relevant stuff for them, off of what's coming from Swift as well.
Brilliant. Now, you've also mentioned the fact that you are agnostic in the sense that you can also help institutions that are on different other payment schemes as well. Can you take us through that? What that offers them and that ability to be flexible there?
The interesting part about our FinCase toolkit, or our FinCase tool rather,
Yeah.
is that traditionally a bank might have 3 or 4 different payment hubs, or sometimes even more. Right? You might have a payment hub for your cross-border payments. You might have a payment hub for your low-value payments. You might have a payment hub for your high-value payments. And of course, the trend being moved to instant, you might have a different hub for your instant payments. What FinCase allows you to do is actually combine all of these, build an interface across these payment hubs, and allow a bank to handle investigations through this one platform where all of these schemes can be compliant with.
That's incredible because, when we're looking at investigations now, and as you said, if they're going to be on different schemes, having that one sense of dashboard to be able to cultivate and get a hold of your data is going to be critical going forward.
Absolutely, a single repository of truth, as it were,
Yeah.
especially on payments. So what this really means is that the investigations users and the banks don't have to log off and log into different platforms to do their day-to-day tasks. And we really do believe that this is pretty unique, and it's going to be quite useful for banks who have large, let's say, investigations operations running.
Absolutely brilliant. Now, with that in mind, Kartik, could you tell us, what do you see the future of Valantic FSA? What's next, and what can we be excited for?
Well, I mean, the two most exciting prospects that we have, obviously the one that we already discussed quite elaborately, the FinCase tool in itself, because the industry at large is looking for more automation in the exceptions handling space.
Yeah.
And this exceptions handling needs to be as seamless as payments processing itself, right? As your payments volumes go through the roof, you don't want to be in a situation where investigations can't keep up with those volumes. So you definitely need that infrastructure in place. And we are really excited about our FinCase tool because we're building cool, our roadmap, our FinCase roadmap is really future-proof and exciting. And again, let's not forget the fact that FinCase is built off of our XGen platform, our XGen toolkit. And the use cases for XGen, actually, to be honest, they go beyond payments.
Yeah.
And if we end up talking about XGen, we'll be here a long time. But so XGen and FinCase, I think those would be key for us.
It's incredible. As the industry escalates, it seems that Valantic FSA is also meeting those demands head on and following them into the future. Kartik, it's been an absolute pleasure having you. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.